What you're about to see takes place in a world not unlike our own. There is a sixth dimension that man inhabits. It is a dimension as hysterical as Twinkies forcing you to kill, and as tragic as James Evans' hairline. It is the breaking point between fleeing the country for political asylum and fleeing because of student loan debt. It lies between the space of irrational fears and the downfall of the educational system that produces insufficient knowledge. This is the dimension of reality. It is an area we call the Audacity Zone.
So we packed a quick little weekend bag and got takeout from our favorite little Italian restaurant and a pack of White Claws and just went for it. I mean, the scenery was just so delightful. And I was in awe of nature, even though the rain did kind of ruin the weekend. Oh, I remember why I initially stopped you. I wanted to congratulate you and let you know I'm happy you got this promotion, but also to warn you that David is a little on edge this morning. So I'd watch out for that. He's saying things like, you're an ass kisser and you only got it because you're black, and
the most useless white man I've ever seen. I've taken shits that have had more purpose than he does. Oh, and how the hell you fumbled a bag when you were born with it. I think it's safe to say Eddie doesn't like you.
That sneaky bastard, where is he?
Slow down. You can't just confront him. You have to be smart about it.
So, do you think like your friend?
I don't have any friends here. I just thought I'd let you know what I've been hearing. To be quite honest, you're all replaceable.
What, y'all don't stick together? I know how y'all work.
David, I just told you that Eddie was talking about you behind your back and you say some bullshit like this to me. No wonder you're still stuck in the same place you were 3 years ago. Oh, and just between us, HR is already involved.
Hallie, we don't need to call anyone.
David, if you're gonna act like a first grader in my hallway, can you at least lower your voice?
Hey, look, I could beat around the bush, but really, when it comes down to it, I saw the office memo in the break room. Eddie got the promotion.
Temporarily, yes, he did. Was that your way of confirming?
I gotta be honest, I'm a little shocked. Why him?
Simple. He's efficient, works hard, comes to work with the best ideas, and doesn't have a record with HR.
But he's only been here for a year. I've been here for 3 years and haven't even gotten a better parking spot. I've been working my butt off for this company, and I've yet to get a thank you or a keep up the good work. I want the marketing manager position.
Look, I'm not saying you aren't qualified for the position, but we have to take into consideration your work ethic, how you work with others, and leadership qualities. When a project gets too tough, what will you do? Will you run? Will you break down? Will you do whatever it takes to come out on top? When everything falls on you, will you take everyone down with you, or will you overcome? These are the questions we consider before someone is promoted, and to be quite honest, we both know your answer to these. You aren't ready now. Okay, well, if you need anything at all, you know my door is always open. However, I need to prepare for a meeting, so if you will please excuse me. Oh, and David, a bit of advice. If you're ever feeling anxious or upset about your current predicament, why don't you take matters into your own hands?
What the fuck is a temporary promotion?
It means you could still get that job.
How?
If you don't protect your job, he could steal it.
But how?
There's a special little project that they need closed by the end of the week.
And if I close it before he can, then I can get the office with the remote control door.
And we know who truly deserves it.
Besides, do you really want to let your people down?
I didn't think so.
Do what you need to do. Do you think they'll crack this time?
No, but I think they're close. Any new details help at this point.
Let's hope they do soon. for everyone's sake. Also, love the pessimist act.
Thanks. I wanted to switch it up this time. But we should report back.
You went behind my back and stole my job.
No, I simply did what you could not, and now I have the job I deserved. And you? Well, you still have a job.
You backstabbing son of a bitch. This isn't over.
Oh, but I think it is. Face it, the best man won and you can't handle it. But your people are strong. Go do some chanting and you'll feel better. Excuse me.
David, do you know why I called this meeting?
You're impressed with the proposal?
Oh, extremely, but there was something else catching my eye.
I'm not understanding.
Really? Because from what I saw, it looks like documents showing false and misleading promotional claims for financial gain, which, as an educated man, I'm assuming you should know is illegal.
Okay, but what does this have to do with me?
It was brought to my attention that most of the claims were made from this department. From your desk, to be exact. Can you explain that?
Yeah. I've been framed. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Look, normally when something like this happens, we would have you escorted from the building, but we'll allow you the courtesy to get your things within the hour and never step foot on company grounds again. Also, there's an open case against you right now to get to the bottom of this situation.
This is bullshit! You have no proof that I did anything. And honestly, I don't even think you're fit to run this company. I mean, who fires someone before they even have all of the facts and proof?
That's enough, David. I don't want to see you go out like this, but I did have to turn you in.
Oh, I should have known you had something to do with this. Why am I not surprised? You set me up, and of course she had something to do with it. You people are always like this.
Trying to bring a good man down and quick to play the victim. Fucking Manny and Sambo over here.
I tried to dismiss you nicely, but since you want to get on your soapbox and spew racial obscenities our way, security can deal with you like the trash you are. What's even more pathetic is the fact you think old phrases can taunt me. But make no mistake, if I catch you late at night, you better have something stronger than a racial slur to hold me back.
This company can go to hell. Especially you. I hope your seat is nice and warm.
You'll know before me. Oh, and David, take this with you.
Heard there's a promotion coming your way.
That's the plan, but I'd be lying if I said David wasn't in the way.
Finish the proposal, right?
Yeah, he did too, same time, so it's anyone's game.
Someone more deserving deserves that job. I mean, affirmative action besides. Me against Eddie? I'd win.
Surely, but hypothetically, what if he's just better than you?
Impossible. Man to man, I'm better. Do you think I'm better? It doesn't matter.
You have potential. The real question is, what are you willing to do to get ahead?
What if the playing field was leveled?
Like in a race. You and your opponent
Have to run the same distance, but you have hurdles on your track, and
your lane is just a clear, open track. Would it matter how fast you ran as long as your opponent lost?
I win. I'm the better sprinter.
would you feel better about your success?
I jumped to get it, I feel good.
But what if you still lose the match?
I wouldn't.
But how could you possibly?
What would you do?
Whatever it takes.
Run my race.
Whatever it takes?
Run your race?
Yep.
I think this is the one.
And I guess we know how this is going to end.
David, what are you doing?
What needs to be done? I'm going down. I claw my way back up. How are you going to get back up?
So what does this mean?
We need more tests.
I think they're ready. They were pushed past the edge, and they lasted longer than anyone thought they would.
Of all the subjects, they made it this far. Everyone else dropped in the first 10 iterations.
He's shaking. Shouldn't someone, stop it?
Yeah, go unhook 'em. Take this down. After 484 hours of intense activity, the soldiers are in peak condition. Though physically they are drained and almost depleted, and mentally they are spiraling, they are in perfect condition to fight. While they will be isolated the majority of the time, they will prove to be the perfect soldier. On edge, they are more likely to go for violence, which is the goal. The hate instilled in Subject B shows when slightly provoked.
If we put them in the field, who's to say they won't kill people on their side?
They need more conditioning. But I think this is where we want them mentally. If we can get them to this stage without the fatigue.
Impossible. We could speed up the mind games, but that might take them somewhere darker than expected. And besides, they have to live as well.
When the race war happened in 2022, we lost a lot of people on both sides. We can't afford that again. We need more trials. We have to get ahead of this before it's too late.
And we will. The second war is years away and we can still prevent it. But we have to take precautions. These soldiers need to be in shape before then, or else I don't even want to say it. Prep them to go back in. I need to see them break. They have to break. Up there in the denseness of the brain, in the dark that is the mind. Up there is the enemy known as insolence. It sits there in the frontal lobe, waiting with patience of the 2020 election results. Forever waiting in the Audacity Zone.